Hi crafty friends, Melissa Minor here, and I am so excited for today's video. This is part of a monthly YouTube scrapbook sketch hop, and I think that my friends are the best creators on YouTube. So I will leave their links listed down below in the description box, as well as a playlist, and be sure to check them out because we are each taking the same sketch and making a layout based upon that. Before I get into the sketch and the layout, I want to show you some products. Now, these are from the My Creative Scrapbook limited edition kit, and each month they have this limited edition kit, which I am just amazed at how many products that you get in this. So I'm showing you here some of the items that came in the kit, and this month we received a lot of 49 Market Summer Porch Collection items. So right here, these are the die cut shapes. We also received the laser cut elements. Before I was showing you, we received 3 packages of paper flowers. We received a cut file. This is a Vicky Bouton stencil, and then we received all of these papers. So like I said, this is the 49 Market Summer Porch Collection, and these are so gorgeous. I love all the colors in these. And so I live in the Midwest, and so when I first saw this collection, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to use it. It's all beachy. But you have to look beyond that. Just look at the colors. Look at the beautiful, vibrant colors and the things that you can use. So I'm going to be focusing on that today. So like this one, I love that, just the blue distressed look. And so I might use that. Here's some maps. That would be great for a travel page. Look at this. Here is some wood grain. This is so pretty with those florals, and I love the bright colors. Oh, this page is so pretty. And then there's like that blue distressed look. Then there's a couple sheets in here from Heidi Swap, and this is also from American Crafts, and it's called Set Sail, I believe. So there's 2 papers from that collection. So like I said, I will leave a link down below to the My Creative Scrapbook website, as well as each product individually. So here's the sketch that is for this month, and you can see here there's a place for a couple photos. We've got some embellishments in the upper left and then the bottom right, and then some paper strips, some banners. Now these are the photos I want to scrapbook. I have 3 photos, so I'm going to have to adjust the sketch just a little bit, but these are a few photos of my boyfriend Dale and I from this summer, and we had went to St. Charles, Missouri. We went to a watermelon eating competition, but we also did some other things while we were there, and we visited this garden, and I thought it was so pretty, so we took a few photos. So like I was saying in the intro, I love the pretty colors in this blue, and I'm thinking about matting my photos on the blue paper. And then I like this gray stripe because Dale is wearing some gray. There's some gray in his shirt. And so I think I might want to layer these 2 pieces of paper together. So let me cut this down and I'll be right back. So I did go ahead and mat my photos on this pretty blue paper. And now I'm using an edge distressing tool. And I'm just going to distress the edges. I got that all distressed, and then I cut this gray piece down to 7 by 12, and so I think that that's going to go along with the sketch nicely. I thought originally I wanted to put these 2 papers on a white sheet of cardstock, but as I'm looking at this, I really think it might be neat to put this on this blue paper. It kind of has some distressed wording, and then it's also got just like blue and white polka dots. And instead of using the whole sheet, I cut these down into 4-inch strips. So I'm going to put 4 inches across the top, and then I'm going to add the other 4 inches across the bottom, and then I'll put my photo piece there in the center. I'm flipping this around, trying to decide. There's some letters, like I said, so I'm trying to make sure I have the letters going the right direction. You're not going to be able to see them, but I thought it was important to make sure I get the letters going the right way. So I'm examining the paper just for an extra second here to make sure I have that correct. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and use this scrapbook.com dot runner adhesive. I love this stuff. It adheres nicely, but it also gives you a moment if you need to pick it up and replace it. So I like to use this. All right, I'm gonna press this down and then let me bring back in my photos, and then we'll get started embellishing this and making this look more like the sketch. So I'm gonna add a little bit of tape adhesive here and get this glued down. There we go. And then I'm trying to decide now what I want to do for the strips. I kind of like the idea of these wood grain strips, but that might be too many stripes. I really like the blue on this paper, that color. So what about if I cut down some blue strips in this color? I think that would look pretty. So off camera, I went ahead and cut 3 strips. I cut them down to 1 inch by 10 inch, and then a couple of them I just adjusted the measurements slightly so they wouldn't all be the same. I dovetailed the ends, and then I also distressed each of the strips. So I think I like the placement on this, so I'm gonna go in with some Scotch tacky glue. I love this stuff. One of my crafting friends, several of my crafting friends actually turned me on to this glue. I get it on Amazon. They also sell it at Walmart, which is perfect because I use a lot of it. And then I have this fine line bottle applicator, and it never clogs. It is amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this glue to adhere these strips. And then since I added another layer behind my photos, I'm gonna add just a little bit more glue here because I had the photos stuck down when I glued these down. I want to go in now, I think, and add a little bit of foam just to give my pictures some dimension and pop them up off the page. I like to use this very cheap craft foam. I get this on Amazon. So I've cut this down, and now I'm adding that tacky glue, and I'm just going to add this strip of foam to the back of my photo piece, and that way it'll just pop up a little bit off the page. Now, I didn't put foam along the very edges, and that's so in case I want to tuck some things in behind there, I'll have the flexibility to do so. So I'm just adding foam to the very center, but I did put it all the way across so that my pictures won't dip. Let me get my pictures going the right direction here, and I'll go ahead and adhere these to the page. I love the colors in this. It's so pretty. Okay, so that looks really good. Now I'm going to venture into looking at what all came in this kit. So this is the Summer Porch Ephemera Bits, and these are all die cut shapes. And, you know, I'm really not sure what I want to use here in the sketch. See, there's that little journaling block. So I know I want to add a journaling block, so I'll kind of pick one of those out. And there's some great wordy bits in here that I love. Some nice title options. I like this red piece. That could give me a little bit more red. I have no red on my layout right now. So I'm just gonna look through here and see what I can find, and then I will bring back a narrowed down selection of what I end up choosing from this amazing collection. All right, so I narrowed my selection down, and I have that in my stack and sort tray off to the left there. And I decided on this little wordy bit that says, remember this. And then I also have another little wordy strip here that says together. And I really like that. So I'm going to put that over here to the edge. And then I picked out a title. I can never pick these up out of the stack and sort tray with my nails. I usually have to end up flipping it over. Got one piece. So my title is going to say, Hello Summer. And I like this little red circle here. So that's going to give like an anchoring spot for my title. And then that'll allow me to put the word hello. Now, I did just glue that down, but off camera, I will go back in and add a little bit of foam behind that circle so that it stays popped up. So my title says, Hello Summer. I love that because this was in July. And then I found another little piece here, and this is just a little striped red tab. It has little stripes on it. And I thought since I brought in red to other areas, I needed to have red in 3 areas of my layout. I like to use the rule of 3. And so since I have red in the upper right and then the lower left, I needed to bring it up to the upper left. I'm going to wait on that journaling block. Now, I like to store my paper flowers in one of these zipper pouches. I'm curious to know, how do you store your paper flowers? Leave me a comment down below. But this is what I found that works for me. And off camera, I did go in and kind of makes a little cluster here. Now you saw that I'm using some heavy gel mat, and I do get that off Amazon. I will have links to all the products that I used today listed down below in the description box, and I really appreciate when you shop my links, as that helps support me and my YouTube channel. So thank you so much for doing so. I'm using a paintbrush and I'm applying a generous amount of this heavy gel mat to the back of my flowers. This stuff is amazing for gluing down flowers. Way better than any glue. It holds it so good. Now I do have a little bit of this stem poking out, so I'm just going to use my scissors here. I probably should have used a better tool, but my scissors will work just fine. And I'm snipping off the end here. And I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. My friend Joanne is the absolute best at creating floral clusters. And so I'm channeling my Joanne here of putting my cluster together. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to add some leaves. And I've got the red, the white, and the blue. And I don't think this looks patriotic. I wanted to make sure it wasn't like looking patriotic. I mean, I am wearing a star tank top, but I used a lot more. I added that gray in there, so I think that toned it down a little bit. And I'm going to add a few more of these. Put some more flowers. So these clusters look so pretty. That's one of my favorite things about this limited edition scrapbook kit from My Creative Scrapbook. It comes with flowers, and this is kind of new to me. I'd say new within the last few months since I started subscribing to their kit. It's such a great value. I'm not on their design team or anything. I just absolutely love their kit, and I just wanted to share that with you because I think it's such a great value. You get so much in that kit, and $49 in market, and like always brands that are really reputable and amazing, and it's all the latest stuff that of course you're going to want. I got so excited with the flowers and the chipboard pieces that I completely forgot that I had the whole laser cut element pack to go through. So I'm going to have so many more layouts to do with this collection because I've got a ton of product left. Okay, so I think I'm getting these floral clusters in the way that I like them. And so let me just get this flower tucked here just a little bit. Okay, I think that looks good. Perfect. So I did my journaling off camera. I'm using this date stamp, and I'm going to stamp the date. It was July 13th, 2024. And my journaling just says, I love all of our little weekend adventures together. St. Charles Watermelon Contest trip. So fun. So yeah, just simple journaling here. Now the bottom, I messed up a little bit on my stamping with that, but I'm just going to use my journaling La Pen and add the little bottom to that too, and no one will ever know that I had a little mishap with my stamping. Add a little adhesive, and I'm going to tuck this in. I want to make sure that that leaf is going there. And there, that looks super cute. No layout is complete without splatters. So I'm bringing in my Shimmerz Paints Whites of Their Eyes, and I'm going to add some splattering to the page. Now, I do want to mention that if you decide to place an order with Shimmerz Paints, you can add my name, Melissa Minor, to the comments section of your order, and they'll send you a free jar of paint. I love the whites of their eyes for making splatters. Gold Digger is another one of my favorites. I have so many favorites. Almost all of my videos, I do list the colors of the Shimmerz paints that I use. Okay, so a few more splatters here, and we're going to wrap this layout up. So pretty. All right, and then off camera, I used some of these Concord and Ninth gems and added a few gems to the clusters. If you've enjoyed this video, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. Be sure to check out all of my friends' layouts that are listed in the playlist at the end of this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.